So, Adam, what do you think is the true role of a distributor? Because I know some people think that a distributor is just a salesperson.
So for somebody like, Carla, you and Dave, we probably don't need to provide every single service that, we're able to provide because you guys are really solid operators. You've been in the industry for a long time. So, it's not a one size fits all case.
But we needed all that in the beginning.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
That's what Steve was doing in the beginning.
That's right.
Yeah. And so, now it's a very, it's a different relationship because your needs from us are different now than they were 15 years ago. For somebody just getting into the industry, similar to your experience with Steve, he walked you through the entire process, end to end, from helping, potentially acquire the store to layouts to recommendations on, hey, these machines, these are okay, these should stay, these ones wouldn't put a dime into and should be replaced. Going through that whole process versus, now, you're like, hey, I know how I want my store laid out. I know exactly what types of furniture I want. I know exactly what card system I want. I know all of those things. So, there we don't need to spend as much time with you now as we did back then, where we might lay out, hey, here are the different payment system options. Here's the pros and cons of each one, based on your customers, what's the best solution. And, every store is a little bit different in terms of plumbing, electric, gas, all of these things. So helping owners that may not have as much experience in those trades, work through some of the challenges that go into that. So, it's incumbent on us to understand our customer to say, hey, how can we help them?